Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Iyanda Siraj, the Eclectic High Priestess, and I am back in this space and so honored to be here with you. If you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. I am always so grateful. If you are new, welcome, 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 welcome. And thank you for sharing this space with me. As always, if you feel so led, you like the video and feel like it resonates or delivers some type of message to you, then remember to hit that thumbs up and comment below. Subscribe if you want to come back for more. Any information about booking is going to be in the description box below. Okay. So let's get a prayer in. Honorable ancestors, angels, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for allowing us to share this space. Thank you for the sacrifices that you have made in life, that it continue to instill us with a sense of dedication, a sense of motivation, inspiration. Thank you so much for the messages we're going to be receiving today, and may they reach us all with, and deliver healing, deliver abundance, deliver optimism. Okay. Ashe. All right. So, like we said, we're going to check in with the ancestors. I am going to get a card from each of these urban intellectual decks to see which of the ancestors would like to speak with us. And then we're going to clarify the message with tarot and close with a card from the Aboriginal Dream deck. Aboriginal Dreaming Totems, okay? So, honorable ancestors, what do we have? Okay, Michael Jackson. Okay, popping out of here. Let's go. Thailand Mani. Okay. All right. So again, there's definitely something. Okay, I'm hearing that there's a message about a confusion about race and ethnicity. Like it's what's it called? Like when kind of like the same as being a. Why do I want to say androgynous? So just like the same energy of being androgynous, but with race. And I'm pretty sure that there is a term for it, but I don't know what it is. Okay. Looking like you're one thing, but you're really something else. Okay. Or a combination of things, right? So we have Michael Jackson, Thailand Mani, and Harriet Tubman showing up. Okay. Yeah, I'm picking up energy about passing, about I just heard going along to get along. Okay. Whoever that's for. All right. I'm hearing masked identity, or like your identity being masked to cover or to keep certain things hidden. This could be like family secrets or something like that. I'm also hearing about a general rejection, a rejection of your roots or your family. Like I'm feeling like this energy of being like of setting yourself apart from the influence or in general the reputation of a family or a group dynamic. So like association with different groups and things like that. Let me make sure I'm not missing y'all's messages. I think I see Tila Shell here. Greetings, greetings, my love. Let's see. Hello. So yeah, okay. So let's get into reading these messages, y'all. We know Michael Jackson. He comes up a lot for us. I think it's because my mama was so in love with him when I was a kid. Okay, so he actually is around me a lot always. I think remember last time we talked about Michael, we highlighted that there was the significance to the number 13 in his career, how he had all of this, these 13s, and today is Friday the 13th. So also that's coming up for me. I am picking up like a magic, and so maybe magic is what's being hidden. Okay. I'm also hearing that androgynous might also be a thing here. So with the feminine energy, the feminine vibes of the number 13, there could be an acceptance of feminine energy or an acknowledging of, you know, of a heightened femininity. Okay, something there. So real quick, Michael Jackson shared lead vocals at age 7 in the family band, the Jackson 5. They were the first group to debut with 4 consecutive #1 hits on the Hot 100 with the songs I Want You Back, ABC, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There. Okay, I need to point this out too because it's something that I really hadn't paid attention to, but I feel like I knew. Okay, Kev on Stage did a little video recently on Instagram where he talked about, like, most people don't know that that Michael Jackson had like 5 or 6 solo albums, okay, before Off the Wall. Okay, so there is something there as well where it's like, you know, something about like where you came from or the effort that was put into something. Nobody can see it, like they didn't know it was happening. It's the same as like underground rappers when they come and they become popular on the mainstream. You know, it's like this aha moment when we realize, dang, they got like 12 underground albums, and then you go check all those out, and then you really fall in love with who they really are as an artist. So there is something here about that. So something about like that journey of getting something out of the mud, it's glossed over a lot of times. And, we only see the triumph. We only see the thing that is publicized. Okay. So that's coming up for me. His album Thriller sold 27 million copies worldwide and is still considered one of the greatest records of all time, becoming 30 times multi-platinum. Come on. We can only wish, right, to reach these levels, okay? Not we can only wish, but yeah, we hope, we aspire. Recognized by the Guinness, widely known as the King of Pop, Jackson has sold over 750 million records and won 13 Grammys. Recognized by the Guinness World Records for over 100 million albums sold outside the U.S. and donating to most charities in a single year. Had 13 #1 hits during his career, supported dozens of charities, including USA for Africa, Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation, and the United Negro College Fund. Okay. So I'm also picking up too about affiliations. And I said that before. So affiliations is really coming up. Your connections or your affiliations are assisting you right now. Now, actually, I'm hearing they're assisting you or they're crippling you right now. So your situation is going to know that you're going to know the truth for your situation. But affiliations could really, really be driving you forward at this point. The Thailand Mani people, a Thailand ethnic group thought to be the only group to have traveled from Africa and settled in Thailand. The Mani people are known as Sakai in Thailand, but dislike the name due to the meaning, so they go by Manik or Mani. Okay, there's a correlation between this ethnic group and one of the twin flame readings, the DMDF readings that I did last night, because the name, there was a cultural difference in one or religious factors influencing the connection. And when I pulled out the initials, the letters for initials, I said there was a name that ended in like Ari or Arik or Manik, or like it was like this like kind of like super ethnic. Okay, it was like super ethnic ending of the name. Okay, so for somebody, you may need to go review that video if you're looking for information about a relationship, I guess. All right. So while the exact time period of when they settled is not known, it is believed that the Mani have been in Thailand for close to 4,500 years. They lived in groups known as bands, which make up between 15 to 30 people, which is how they support each other. The Mani people follow their traditional way of living as a society. The Mani people follow their traditional way of living as the society does not believe in their rights. There are only about 300 people identifying as Mani left. Okay, so I just heard a dying breed. Okay, so now not just this group of people, but in general, the type of person you are, or the type of creator you are, or artistry being the way that Michael Jackson created, or it doesn't just have to be art, but the things that Michael Jackson created are not being created right now by people. Okay, so like when you see people and they're having their careers, it's not to this magnitude. Okay, so a dying breed. I'm also picking up too on just like who you are as a being. It's a dying breed. You're part of a dying breed of people. Okay. I just heard fallen angels. So, there is something here about kind of like the overtaking of like, a lot of negative energy, or like people in power being darker entities, or, the people who are rising to the top, or rising to the top through connection, through affiliation with darker energy or darker entities. Okay. And when I say darker, I don't mean demonic, but I mean that the agendas don't necessarily aim to progress. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's beautiful energy. I do feel like for some of you, I said passing, so you or your people, like your whole family, may not know that they are actually, like they're a part of like a very small or not well known group of people. Excuse me. And this card is number 11, so I feel like that's a doorway that you probably want to open. Yeah, you probably want to open that door and see what's behind it. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Harriet Tubman showing up. I mean, I just heard you can change the way for your whole family. You can change the way for your whole lineage, for your whole bloodline. There is a piece of information. There is details about about genetics, about race, about DNA. Okay, let's read Harriet Tubman's card. Escaped slave, escaped enslaved person, abolitionist and armed spy during the Civil War, escaped from slavery and began freeing her family members through a connected network of safe houses called the Underground Railroad, led approximately 300 slaves to freedom in the North during her lifetime, earning her the nickname Moses. Come on, come on. Served as a soldier, American spy, cook, and nurse in the Union Army during the Civil War. There is a grandmother energy coming through. Your grandmother may have been in any of those career fields in the military. She could have been a government, like in the government agent somehow, cook, nurse. Okay, so that's all coming up. And it's a female ancestor, like a grandmother is picking up. Continue to work in support of women's equal rights and the right for a woman to vote until her death in 1913. John Brown shared his plans to raid Harper's Ferry with her, and she was buried with military honors in Fort Hill Cemetery in New York. Yeah. Okay, so there's some also I'm hearing that an ancestor needs you to know that there is some type of benefit or resource that is yours, that is unclaimed, or that is hidden from you at this point, and your ancestors want you to know that you are supposed to have it. Okay. That military honors, when a person passes with military honors, or even when they pass, it doesn't matter how long they served, there's also this benefit that goes to the surviving family members. Okay, so there's something there about that. You could also just be a beneficiary of that already. um okay, so also the people, the aboriginal people, or the aboriginal people in Australia are coming to mind. There is a significance about physical features being a um confusing element. Okay, so like your physical features might lead you to believe that you come from a certain lineage or a certain bloodline, but there is more to it. Okay, there's more to it. And when I'm looking at Michael Jackson and I'm saying there's more to it, we know that, like, when we see Michael Jackson and what we see of Michael Jackson, there was more to what we were seeing. Okay, so however you want to take that message, whether you want to talk about his emotional struggles, or whether you want to talk about his actual health, his health conditions. Okay, so whichever things you need to be addressing for yourself, it'll be different for everyone. Also, every time he comes up, I'm hearing it again, but there's like hidden messages, hidden information, hidden documents. And he wasn't a very cryptic person in his messages when he spoke or when he performed. He was very black and white in what he was saying, but he just wasn't overly aggressive. And you had to be paying attention to know that he was saying something worth listening to. Like, you had to be paying attention to the words to know what the message was that he was delivering. Okay. Okay, so 1122 is popping up. Harriet Tubman's card is 22. I said there's definitely a sense to building some type of new. I'm hearing the word paradigm, but building a new type of experience for the people in your family. Now, this could be tied to just the children. You could just inspire the children in your family, the younger people, the next generation. But I feel as if there will be some elders, some older people who also follow suit, whatever it is that you're doing. They will feel inspired by it as well. Okay. So, ancestors, what else do you want to add to this message, y'all? Card wanted to come. Six of Wands. Okay, so yeah, so there's an energy here about victory over obstacles or success in general. Attention, fame, notoriety, definitely coming up. What else do you want to add here? The Eight of Pentacles for your work, okay, for your craft, okay, but look at this. This is a creation story. This card is a creation story. I'm hearing the word disenfranchised, okay? Disenfranchised, the forgotten. Yeah, okay. This card is a story of creation, and the creator in this story got drunk and created people with disabilities and disfigurements, okay, because he was drunk, all right? So there is a mistake. There is a mistake that has been made about something, okay? Documents, even just like, even maybe how you conceived, you know what I'm saying? Even just how you were conceived, there is something there, a mistake, okay? Because you or another person could have been under some type of influence. Doesn't have to be drugs or alcohol. It could be any kind of influence. Could have been distracted by so many different things. You could have had way too many partners, or your parents could have had too many partners at that time, whatever the case may be. But it's feeling like there's definitely some information that you might need to investigate further. One more card here. Okay, we got one flipped. Let's see what that is. And the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so your ancestors have been giving you information about this. Yeah, the Fool card. They've been giving you information about this. Have you been looking into your like looking at details? Okay, so somebody might need to look at details of their like birth certificate. They may need you may need to. Okay, so this is significant. This is significant for me as well. I feel like, okay, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna write that note down. Okay. With the Three of Discs, this is SU energy, crossroads, giving of offerings to open the roads for something else. Okay, so I do feel like whatever this information is going to open the road to a lot of beautiful things, but just knowledge of self, honestly, for you and for your whole family. Now, I also feel too, whatever this craft is, again, taboos are coming up. They came up in the last message. So there is emphasis about that here as well. But success is coming. Ooh, what's that lyric? They'll meet God through your faith and devotion. Okay, so your faith and devotion to whatever it is that you're doing. It could be a spiritual path. It could be a craft of your own, a job that you do, even your research and you could be doing research on your bloodline, on your lineage, ancestry work and stuff like that. But it says they'll meet God through your faith and devotion. Okay, so whatever you're doing, the activities that you're doing, your family, your close friends, your network, they're going to be meeting the truth of themselves, the truth of their realities, the truth of the past. They're meeting God through you. Okay, through your efforts. Let me say it like that, through your efforts. All right. And I really do feel like it has a lot to do with ancestry, where you really come from. And I'm being led to say that many of you could have done these works or these reports and gotten misinformation back, and you're not of African descent at all, or like you were never an enslaved person, or your people were never enslaved people. Whatever tribes or groups you come from, they were not enslaved people. Or maybe the opposite. Maybe you come from a background that is a little more tumultuous than you would have known, than you knew. They'll meet God through your faith and devotion. That's going to be the title of this. Okay. So, ancestors, what message do you want to close here with this? I do feel a sense of general success, though. Okay. We have the anger card popping out. There's a general success energy here, but not just success for you, not money, not anything like that. It seems like it's more than that, even if it comes with that, but there's so much more. Okay. Anger. Even though you are bursting inside, you need to remain calm. Dig deep and find the strength to activate the self-control that lies within you. Whatever this information is, because you've needed it for so long, I feel like for somebody, this is going to heal a feeling of loss, feeling lost, feeling like you don't belong in a dynamic, okay? Whether that's your immediate family, whether that's in your community, but there's this information that's about to come forward that is going to free you, first of all, from your sense of obligation or your deep connection to this falsity, it feels like. But I also feel like it's gonna create a sense of anger, that you didn't have this information accessible to you before, because it was likely always needed. Okay. It's like likely always needed. All right. Because I'm hearing about somebody who kind of walks like between lines, between worlds. They fit in here, they fit in there, but they're on the outside of this circle and they're on the outside of this. And all of this is tied to who you are. Okay. It's tied to who you are and where you come from. Okay. Now that I just heard that's going to resonate on so many different levels for people, but yeah. So you could feel a sense of anger, like, why didn't y'all tell me this before now? Like, this could have helped me a long time ago. Okay. Okay, for some of you, there's a medical condition or even a mental health condition that you may have and that you just have been unaware of your whole life. Like you, and it's like if I had known, if someone would have said to me, these are the things that you were diagnosed with as a child, or these were the concerns that they had as for you as a child, and some of them manifested, right? Some of them actually have manifested. You're going to feel a sense of anger that you weren't equipped with the information and the tools that you needed to really thrive. Okay. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Just thank the ancestors for those messages, and I know they're going to continue to work with you. Whoever this is resonating with, they're going to continue to work with you and direct you to this information. They're also going to be directing you to the tools you need to heal, to maintain the control, the self-control that you need to navigate this situation. Okay, peace.